What are we doing today? We're shooting a few videos, but I wanted to start with the Pledge of Allegiance because this is a very special cigar. We started it in 2023.
Right.
We made them again in 24, and by popular demand, everyone loves it. They love what it stands for. They love what it represents. We have our limited edition 2025, which is the regular Toro, right? So this is the Toro size.
This is the regular Toro, right?
Let's grab one from here. Comes in a box of 10. So this is our 2025 version. And we have a special size this year. Last year we did a special size too, which was a Solomon.
Correct.
And this year it is the Rockets. You might wonder why Rockets? It's because it looks like a rocket. So there we go. Real nice looking cigar. These, we only have 249 boxes.
Correct,
So
yes.
both of them are limited. That one is 1,776 boxes, and the 249 is how many, this is our 249th birthday, and that one is for the year that the Declaration of Independence was signed.
Correct.
So, more importantly, is what's actually in the cigar itself. A lot of people always like to hear about the blend.
This is a blend of, we try to, needless to say, use American tobaccos because, I have, and doing this thing that we started back in 2023, I've really come to appreciate. And, it's like an eye-opening for me. I've been doing, making cigars for, forever. And, I've used American tobaccos, mostly on wrappers, binders, maybe a little filler. But then looking more into the different, American tobaccos grown, like the Pennsylvania broadleaf, which we used last year, the Havana, Connecticut seed, which we also use as wrappers. But, these are great tobaccos also as fillers. So this year, I did a little bit of a change there, still using the Pennsylvania tobaccos, but in this case, it's the P41, the P41 seed, which has a little, it's a different strength level, but it's a different, I would say, sweetness or creaminess than the broadleaf, than the Pennsylvania broadleaf. I mean, it's light, but it does add a different character to the smoke. And the Havana, Connecticut also, that we used, which I never used before. And, I've really...
Never used as a filler before?
I never used it as a filler. I used it as a wrapper.
Right. Our pledge has that.
Our pledge, correct. And also as a binder sometimes, but not often. So this is a new direction, which I'm looking for, I'm looking toward the future of how we can incorporate, some American tobaccos in the blends. Not only Nicaraguan, Dominican tobaccos, but also some of these American tobaccos. And the good thing is that, a lot of the tobacco growers are starting to, put more emphasis also on the tobaccos that they're growing, also to try to get some fillers also. Because, they're really, I was really impressed,
You were talking to me, well, firstly, the blend is the Connecticut broadleaf, right? So that's American tobacco. The binder is Ecuador Habano, and then the fillers that you're talking about, you use some Nicaragua from Condega and Jalapa. Then you have that Pennsylvania P41, and then the Havana C Connecticut. So you were talking to me about different hybrids that you've been hearing about. Tell me a little bit about that. Not necessarily that is in this blend, but just in general.
Well, there's a company that that's been doing a lot of work with that, and what they're doing, and this company is Don and Foster.
Okay.
And what they're doing is that they're growing Habano seeds, let's say Habano 2000, a hybrid with maybe like a broadleaf or a Havana, Connecticut. So I think in the future you're going to see a lot of those interesting, hybrids in the market. He also has one with Criollo 98, different seeds, different Habano seeds that he does the genetics, I guess you could call it.
Oh, yeah, that's really interesting.
With either broadleaf or Habano. So, it's something that in the future I think is going to bring new tobaccos into the marketplace.
New flavors, too,
New
right?
flavors, exactly. Which is, I think, what, a lot of the cigar smokers are looking for, flavors, different, because it's all about not only the flavor, it's what you experience when you're smoking that cigar. Do you catch those little nuances
Yeah,
in
the
the
notes.
different tobaccos?
Yep.
Yeah, so it's interesting what the future holds for American tobacco. And next year, my goal is to make make an all American tobacco.
That's going to be really exciting to
And already,
try.
I've already bought some tobacco. Making experiments. So next year we'll be sure to.
Next
the
year's 250 years.
exactly.
Yeah. So all American would be awesome.
Yeah. That's
So-
gonna be the the goal.
So as many of you probably have seen our videos from when we started this, the whole story behind it, about Pledge of Allegiance. It's about our resilience as a country, living that American dream, everything we stand for, our values. And it's just been so well received, and it's such an exciting release for us. Everyone's always asking, is it happening this year? Is it what's going on? When is it going to be released? And we always aim to get it out in people's hands, obviously by July 4th,
Right.
because we get so much feedback, especially on that day. Just on social media, everybody posting with it. So it's like I said, it's a great cigar for us. It just it's more than a cigar, right? It's a tribute, to what we stand
Right.
for, to what this country stands for, and we're really happy with it, and can't wait to try next year. I don't mean to put too much pressure, but All American Tobacco, that's going to be something else. That's going to be awesome.
As you well know, this is a process that basically, this came out, and already since February, March, we're already starting to,
Absolutely.
See how we can make it a little bit different. And needless to say, every year try to use more and more of the American tobaccos, which I think in the future I think you're gonna see that a lot of the companies, in one way or the other, are going to be using these tobaccos.
Well, we're one of the few that has a master blender, so
Well-
don't be too shy there. Anyway, everyone, thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe and comment. Ask us any questions. I will make sure to ask him if I can't answer it myself. Take care, everyone.